So it's been a few days since I used the Google Pixel 8a. And here is my quick explanation on what I like about it and what I don't like about it. The last time I used the Google Pixel phone was not too long ago when I used the Google Pixel 6 Pro, but the last time I used the A series was the Google Pixel 4a. I have not been using the device as much as I would want to. I've only been using it normally, and in most cases, I don't use the front or back camera a lot. I actually just save memes online, but I have been using this to play games, not hardcore games like NTE. I've only been using this to be playing casual games, and I've also made around $4. I haven't cashed out yet, but my first cash out was around 40 cents, so I mean, give or take, I've made about $4 if I did cash out the money right now. I've also used this a little bit for social media, not too much because if you ask me, there's better things to do than doom scrolling, but it can do TikTok and TikTok Lite. The Google Pixel 8a is phenomenal whenever it comes to taking photos, especially photos of food. For some reason, there's this thing called food terrorism in Japan, which is kind of a weird thing to even say out loud, but it's a trend where they take photos of food and you have to look at how bad or how good the photo can be. So this is some ribs. As you can tell, there's a lot of good quality and detail, but it's not the best when it comes to this device. And for some reason on the screen you can see it like breathe, but that's just happening whenever I'm recording this video. It doesn't happen like that IRL. This photo is a picture of a KFC cup that has soda in it. You can see a lot of the condensation and whatnot. It looks pretty darn good. And you can even see a lot of the detail of the condensation on the actual picture of the old Colonel Sanders or whatever his name is. I kind of forgot his name temporarily. So far, I think this phone is pretty darn good whenever it comes to, well, using this phone as a phone. Would I use it as my daily? Yeah, possibly, but there's one big problem whenever it comes to the Google Pixel A series in general, but especially this one. This phone kind of has a sucky battery. It's not the best battery, it's not the worst battery, but I've only gotten about 5 to 6 hours on pretty medium usage. You know, the screen brightness is around like middle to maybe slightly more than the middle. And I mean, I didn't use this for anything too heavy other than streaming YouTube and playing casual games like this. Even though the battery is not as good as I want it to be, it does have around 27-watt fast charging, which is not the Redmi or Poco 33 watt, but it does have a pretty fast charge that is 27 watts. So if you really think about it, it can have a somewhat bad battery, but as long as it charges pretty fast, you can even use this during the middle of your work day. Just charge it up real quickly, boom, there you go. Overall, for a short-term review, I do believe the Google Pixel 8a has a lot of potential for a lot of people. I would even go so far as saying that the Google Pixel 8a is probably the best mid-range device that I have seen in the recent years I've actually been doing this YouTube channel. The Google Pixel 8a is one of the best devices you can get for under $300. So I would say you should definitely pick this up because you can get it for around $230 to $260 pretty darn easily. And of course, if you already have a carrier that you like, you can get a locked device and you may find a better deal, but I always say go for a unlocked device because maybe your carrier just sucks one day and you want to change it for whatever reason. Also, please like, favorite, and subscribe. You really don't know how much that helps me out if you actually do that. So please do that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know about them in the comment section down below.